Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for mid-June 2024, or whatever year it is. We're going to jump right in here. You start off with this Clover card, which is a very lucky card in the Lenormand, and you also have the woman as well showing up here. So you don't have to be a woman, but if you are watching this reading, I feel that there could be a lot of luck coming in for you just in general. And we're going to take a look at that right now. Yeah, with that, you also have the star, which is what I'm just trying to suck this all up, by the way. That's why I'm stuttering. But I think that for a lot of you that you could be kind of like investing in things that are making you more lucky. That does not mean necessarily financial. Actually, in even just looking at this reading, I think this is more you investing your like time, effort, and energy into things that are going to increase your luck. So again, the Clover card is like very lucky in the Lenormand, and I think whatever you're working on could be increasing your luck, or could be making things a lot better for you. So I definitely like to see that. I feel like that woman card is just saying, again, that it's you that is doing this. So it's pretty clear to me. In your first row for your current general energies, you have the star card. So another card of luck. I also think that luck is going to come from seeing the big picture. Right here, this bird is the ibis, and it's the bird of knowledge and wisdom. So the bird on the star card, and the star card in general, just kind of represents getting a bird's eye view, or kind of seeing the whole big picture of something. And it's like when you can see the big picture of a situation, that's where you can find, kind of like better opportunities. So sometimes we have to like zoom out to see everything. And I think that there could be something here. This could also include work. I'm getting like a weird message about work or business for you here, Capricorn, where it's almost like, maybe you think that you want to do something in work or business. I'm not saying you don't. But what I am saying is that by kind of like zooming out, instead of like limiting yourself and saying like, oh, I have to become a doctor or something like that, that's just like one example, that zooming out might give you a new perspective where you could see like almost an opportunity that exists, and taking advantage of that opportunity could make you very lucky. So I would be, I feel like it's almost saying, don't limit yourself, don't limit your opportunities. Make sure that it's like, yes, you might want to do something for work or business, but there might be something else that you don't see yet that could be something bigger, right? And that's kind of what I feel off of the whole entire reading. You have the Page of Pentacles. I kind of feel like there could be good news here. We actually see a lot of communication in the reading. Number one, there's a few people showing up in the reading. The woman card there, you have the Empress, the King of Cups, the King of Wands, the Page of Pentacles. So you could be just communicating with a lot of people at this time for various reasons. I also feel like there could just be good news. So especially for those of you that have been waiting for good news, I think this could be good news coming in. On top of that, you have the Nine of Swords, which wanted to come out with the Nine of Pentacles here. And then you go from the Nine of Pentacles up to the Empress. I'll show you in just a second. So the Nine of Pentacles is pre-Empress energy. And I feel like some of you have been trying to get out of a challenging energy, or something that's been repeating in your life. I always look at the Nine of Swords as a never-ending nightmare. And it doesn't have to be that dramatic, right, Capricorn? This could be anything that you've been experiencing or anything that you've been dealing with in your life. And I feel like you've been dealing with certain things, certain challenges or difficulties. And the Nine of Pentacles is about focusing on the good stuff, focusing on the stuff that you can control. But she also kind of represents focusing on growth. She has these grapes behind her. And grapes in the tarot represent a skill that you are good at, something that can lead to success. So I feel for a lot of you, this is about, needing to focus on that skill. Kind of the funny thing that's also you go up to the Empress, but what's kind of funny about this reading, I think, is that I go to the Six of Pentacles here, and the message I get off the Six of Pentacles is like, I feel like the universe is continuing to show you like where you are better. And what I mean by that is like, you might have a job and you might be better than your boss. Like you might be able to do a better job than your boss. And I feel like the universe is like continuing to show you situations or moments or, whatever, where you actually are better. It's almost like the universe is saying, yes, you are better at doing this job or this business, or yes, you are better at love, or whatever the case may be. So it's almost like the universe is trying to get you to take action. Actually didn't want to grab these cards. I want to clarify this first row first. With the Star card, you have these Seven of Wands. Again, it's almost like you are trying to protect yourself here, and exactly what I was saying about being better at doing something. Any of you that are thinking about starting like a business or a side hustle, or any of you that are thinking about asking for that raise or promotion or whatever it is that you're doing, I feel like this is saying it's almost like you're protecting yourself from taking the risk, but it's like you are better at something. That's kind of a vague message, but that's what I get there. With the Page of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Definitely a big opportunity. I think if you would just get, or once you get started, if you would just get started on whatever this thing is, like especially if it's a business or a side hustle, that you are going to find out that you are better. With the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Cups. I feel like you are worried about relationships and like how people invest in those relationships, especially if you have your eye on a person, or if you've been talking to a person. You might be saying to yourself, like, are they actually going to invest in the relationship? Or again, maybe you've been hurt in the past and you're like saying, it's almost like you kind of want to open up to love, but also you don't, or maybe you're hesitating here, Capricorn, and that's kind of like the vibe that I get. I do definitely feel that there could be like a knight in shining armor here, and it could be like a King of Cups type person, but I think you have to kind of get over that feeling of, it's like Nine of Swords, like super bad. Nine of Pentacles, super good. It's almost like your brain, if I like put myself in your shoes, it's like your brain is telling you, okay, this could be the person of my dreams, especially if you want to date or if you have your eye on a person. And like the other side of you is saying, no, this could turn into a nightmare. And really, I don't have a good answer for you. I feel like you just have to find out. That's part of life, right? Next, in the next row of the unexpected, you have this building blocks card and this peace card. Again, if you do have your eye on a person, I think that just pay attention to the evidence. I think it's the easiest thing to do is to just pay attention to how the person acts, and also pay attention to their results in life. I think that, life has taught me that people really tell us who they are right away. We just choose not to listen. And the other thing is that I don't regret personally like dating any of the people that I've dated. And even though they did pretty much all tell me exactly what was going to happen right up front, again, I still think life is about experiences. So I would, even if someone tells me something and I'm like, hey, it's like I've had people tell me things where I'm like, that's something that a cheater would say, and then they cheated on me, right? And I think that really, number one, people can change. Number two, it's just something to pay attention to. It's like if they say something weird, pay attention to it. And then if there's more evidence that says they're a cheater or that they're inconsistent or whatever, then leave, right? And I think we all need to be better breaker-uppers. We all need to leave situations. I think we all stay in situations way too long that are clearly not going to work. And, I think the building blocks card is saying as long as you pay attention, you'll be fine. And that will bring you peace. And it should bring you peace as well. You have the Nine of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. The Nine of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment. I do feel that there could be a wish, or you are receiving something that you wish for. Again, very lucky reading. But again, I think the luck is going to come from you getting the big picture of a situation, or really zooming out and looking at all your opportunities, and not kind of like boxing yourself into one opportunity. It's like there are many ways to skin a cat, as they say. And so I think there are many ways for you to accomplish or get to the goal that you're trying to get to. The perfect example is this channel. It's like I had another marketing agency when I started this channel almost 10 years ago now, and which I can't believe. And I thought that, I was just doing this as a hobby. I was just doing this for fun. To me, it is still a hobby. I do not consider this to be a business. It's just a fun thing that I do, right? And, it's kind of turned into a business. But, what I would say is I thought the marketing agency was going to get me to where I wanted to go. But really, it was this channel that has provided me the most opportunities. So again, sometimes it's like when we're starting something, we don't really know where it's going to go. And I definitely get that feeling from this reading. It's like you won't, until you zoom out and see the opportunity that actually exists, you're just not going to know. You have the Six of Pentacles. Again, I think you're looking for more fairness and balance in your life. And I also feel like you're getting it because, again, you could be paying attention to the building blocks. You're paying attention to the results in all situations, not just love. We're talking about everything because this goes for work as well. It's like there are plenty of jobs that I've had that I should have quit much, much sooner, right? So I think you're paying attention to everything, and that's a good thing. You have the King of Wands here. It's like, I think this is one person here going up through the Ten of Cups to the King of Cups. So if you want love, I do feel like there's like a person that you're attracted to. They could be very King of Wands type energy. They could be very like entrepreneurial, hardworking. They could be very focused and driven as well. I feel like this person is a little bit of a, it's like they're a little bit of a visionary. King of Wands, like visionary energy as well. So you could be attracting a person who has like foresight. They can see things coming before they actually happen, right? Here you go with the Nine of Cups. You have the Three of Wands, literally the card of foresight, literally the card of seeing the future. I'm not literally saying that this person sees the future, but I think that this person might have a good understanding of their future, and that could make you feel very secure because it's like a person who's very sure of themselves is what I'm getting here. I also feel like this could be helping you to develop this energy. On top of all that, even if you don't want love, I feel that there could be a person that's like an example to you, or like a mentor, or a person you look up to that could be really giving you a much better feeling of the future. And I think this is giving you like confidence in this reading. With the Six of Pentacles, you have the Death card. Yeah, like I said, I think you're just removing things that are not building in your life. That things that are subtracting from your life. And I think what you are transforming is that you are valuing yourself more with the Empress card. It's like you and Pisces keep getting these messages of really needing to, pay attention to your value and like what you're receiving from your value. And you are the sea goat. So just like Pisces, you can live in the water, right? And I feel for a lot of you that this is about you kind of like really paying attention to your value. And again, if you're in a situation where you're not getting paid your worth, or if you're in a situation where you don't feel valued, I feel that this is saying sticking up for your value is going to be the thing that changes your life the most right now. I just said Pisces, and with the King of Wands, you have the High Priestess. It doesn't have to be a Pisces that you're attracting, but I do feel it's like a very intuitive person. Almost they operate from a place of intuition. The thing with the King of Cups is that, at his highest vibration, he operates from his heart, so, you could be attracting a very heart-based person, which is kind of intuitive, a person who makes decisions based off their feelings or, what they feel about the future. The High Priestess is also the card of potential. You also have the Ace of Pentacles here as well, which is also a card of potential. So I would be paying attention to, like I think sometimes with the High Priestess, that again, we kind of limit ourselves. She has no roof over her head. And so there are no limits to what she can accomplish. And she is unstoppable. She can accomplish whatever she sets her mind to, but she has to set her mind to something to accomplish it. And she has to, work on it to the best of her ability, basically, is what that card is saying. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this diligence card and this pleasure card. Capricorn is a very diligent sign. You have the Seven of Wands as well. Seven of Wands is also a card of diligence and kind of like working on something diligently. So I feel like your diligence is paying off. And look at that. It's a bird from a bird's eye view. So there is definitely something here in this reading about you getting the big picture, really paying attention to things from a much higher perspective. I think that's going to be your best friend right now, is kind of like getting the big picture, seeing the higher perspective. You have the Empress, so really nice energy coming in for you. You have that pleasure energy, the pleasure card, and the Empress is all about self-care, making sure you're doing things that you enjoy in life, making sure you're taking care of yourself. So again, I think that there could be a lot of like Empress energy around you. Also a lot of value, like I said, so kind of like putting yourself first and valuing what you bring to the table. I also think that like if you want love, for example, that you might be thinking like no assumptions in love is what I'm getting off of this reading. If you want love, I feel like this is saying you could be thinking that that if you're interested in a person that maybe you think that they want certain things, but they don't. And so I feel like this is saying find out. I really get that feeling, just in general. I think it would be an amazing time for you to like date, meet new people, and don't rush right into bed with people, right? I think that for whatever reason, I'm getting this message of that saying, you might meet a person, or maybe you already have, right? And it's saying you might be thinking this person expects certain things of you, but they don't. So no assumptions, like find out what this person wants, because I think you're going to find out that they want exactly what you want, right? And that could lead to the Ten of Cups. Also for all of you, even if you don't want love, I feel like this is my card of fortune after difficulty, good things coming in for you after a challenging or difficult period of time. And so I feel for a lot of you that this could be saying, that there are blessings or good things coming in after, a difficult period of time that you've been going through. You have the Four of Swords. I think everybody should be resting, relaxing, recovering, valuing themselves with the Empress as well. The Four of Swords says if you need a break, take a break. If you need a rest, take a rest. Really, we get our blessings. There's a person right here who's blessing another person. We get our blessings from the Four of Swords when we listen, to ourselves, when we listen to our body and we really, get enough rest, get enough relaxation time, have fun, enjoy yourself, like all that other good stuff, right? So let's see. With the Empress here, you have the Nine of Cups again. So definitely like wish fulfillment because you have it twice right here. I kind of feel like your ships are coming in as well. It's almost like, in a very simple way, this reading is saying you're getting something that you want, or you're getting something from the universe that you've been asking for. And yeah, just that simple. With the Ten of Cups, you have the Two of Pentacles. I'm smiling because exactly what I said. Two of Pentacles, like juggling, going back and forth. I definitely feel if you have your eyes on a person, I really feel like you're going back and forth. But, I kind of feel also that this is saying, this could be a really good person for you and no assumptions, right? The Two of Pentacles is also a card of being very busy. And there's no doubt about it. I think that, between now and September, Capricorn is going to be extra busy, trying to accomplish a lot of things. And, I would just keep doing what you're doing. With the Four of Swords, you have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is a card of kind of like stepping out into the future or taking the lead on something. And so I feel for a lot of you that you're taking the lead. It's also about leaving a comfort zone as well. He's standing where he has always been. He's standing at the top of this castle, but he has the whole world in his hands. So he has to go like experience something new. He has to go have fun. He needs to have new experiences. And he maybe also, it's kind of like that bird's eye view message. I feel like it's saying that, variety is a spice of life. Seeing the big picture is going to be the thing that leads to the biggest changes here, Capricorn. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this card that says nothing is yet set in stone. You have this card that says emotions are running high. Again, coming up in the good stuff, so this could be positive emotions or good things that are coming in for you here. You have the King of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. I feel like this could be a person who you are interested in. Again, I feel like this person is a good mix of, King of Wands, King of Cups type of energy. I get more kind of like a go-getter energy on this person, but I also do feel they have that, very kind of like soft side. I feel like this person also, sometimes I feel with the King of Cups that he doesn't necessarily express his emotions like most people do. And it's not that he's not emotional. It's the fact that he has explored his emotions on a very deep level, and he is not necessarily emotional. He's not going to be crying on your shoulder every single night. So, I feel like this is a person who has a good handle on their emotions. You have the Seven of Pentacles here. Seven of Pentacles is a change in direction. I do feel like you need a change, especially in regards to money. So I think that a lot of Capricorns could be doing things that improve their finances, or you could just be looking for better ways to make more money, better ways to increase your finances. Those types of changes could be going on here. You have the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords can be a victory or a big success coming in for you. And we see a lot of successes. I mean, again, I think that there's plenty of successes to be had for you, Capricorn. Again, I think the successes are going to come in you, following the flow, right? It's like not... the successes are going to come from you not saying things have to work out this way. They're going to be, you're trying to get from point A to point B, and it's like, what do you really want? I think sometimes people think like, oh, I want to make $1 million, for example, and they think I'm going to do it with this business, and then they kind of get stuck doing that one thing. I think that focusing on the big picture clearly and saying, oh, I want to be successful, and don't even limit yourself, right? Like, why say 1 million? Why not 10 million, right? Or why not say highest and best, which I'm a much bigger fan of, right? And just saying, I'm going to see what my full potential is, and I'm going to work towards this thing. And if changes happen, then changes happen. I'm just going to see where it goes. With the King of Cups, you have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, very stable person. I do kind of get that feeling. Like this could be an immovable person as well. King of Cups, he's sitting in the middle of the deep ocean, and he is perfectly fine. But he's also like not moving. He's perfectly fine where he is. And so you could be attracting like a very structured, stable person, which is actually a good thing. With the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Temperance card. Temperance is turning one thing into another. So again, I really feel for those of you in work or business here, you could be kind of, evolving something over time. It's almost like you start something one way and it goes a totally different direction. I think as long as you allow that, then things are going to be successful. If you don't allow that, then it's going to be a grind. With the Ace of Swords, you have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, cutting out the hard work. It's like, I think your main message for like a long time with me here, Capricorn, is saying, instead of working hard, can you be efficient? You have this luck card. It says coins, luck and money. So pretty much we said this the entire reading that there's clearly a lot of luck or money coming in for you. You have the shark card. It says survival and power on it. So I feel like you are a survivor. People are seeing this as well. With that Empress card, I get this feeling of, people seeing you as a hard worker, people seeing you as successful, or, people paying attention to your power. But I definitely feel that you have the power of survival. And something else that we said here, you have this card, birds. It says news and messages on it. So there's clearly going to be good news coming in for you here, Capricorn. But a really lucky reading. So love it. Just get that bird's eye view. And I feel like that's where the luck will come from. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your month.